Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Move back a little bit, do I? Do I move back a little bit, or do I try just leave it? Leave it, Baz. Right, we're back with another beer review. I am absolutely shattered. I really am. So tired. Just got out of the bath. Doing long days and that, and I'm working tomorrow, which is Good Friday, and I'm working Saturday, Sunday, and I'm working the bloody bank holiday Monday. The joys of being self-employed. Anyway, back with another beer review, and we're taking a look at another one from that dodgy beer subscription company. I'm sure you could suss that out. This is part of the case that I didn't actually order. I thought I'd cancelled before it come out, and then miraculously it was sent out instantly, sort of thing. It turned up about 2 days later. And it's from a brewery I've never had anything from before. No doubt it's been imported from the EU, and it's from Outlier Cartel. Not sure where they're from. Like I say, it's probably been imported from the EU. And we are taking a look at their Apricity or whatever it is. Nice artwork, a wintry kind of thing. So there we go. 330ml can coming in at 5.2%. Now this beer, I had to look on the back, is actually a wiezen dopplebock and is made with speculoos to warm your heart. Now for me, a wiezen dopplebock, surely it should be stronger than 5.2%, I would have thought. Anyway, that's what it is. So like I say, nice artwork. This would have probably cost me about £3, £3.50 with their box that they do. It's chilled, it's probably too chilled. 5.2% wiezen dopplebock. I'm not convinced, but let's give it a go. We're doing another one after this video as well. I'll give you a heads up. That'll be coming up afterwards, but it won't be coming up in the same video. It'll be a separate video. Anyway, let's get this cracked open and see what we get. Wiezen dopplebock. It's definitely dark. A bit. Well, it's only a small glass anyway, but I could have probably done with a bigger glass. But there we go. Quite dark and hazy. Doppelbock, that's the sort of colour I would expect, even from a Wiezen Doppelbock, if I'm honest. Dark, murky, caramel, dishwater if you want to call it that, with a big, compact, slightly off-white head. It's got to be said, it does look the part. There is still some in the can as well because it was quite lively, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. We're going to give it a swirl and see what we get. The speculoos is like a German biscuit thing, isn't it? So I'm expecting this to be a little bit spicy as well. Yeah, it smells quite nice. I would say it's got that sort of like German, how can I put it, like a ginger biscuit feel to it. Rich, malty. Smells a bit like a bit of an English ale sort of feel to it, with sort of like a ginger biscuit note to it, I would say. Yeah, the more you sniff it, you get that sort of, it's a wintry beer, isn't it, this sort of thing, really? And you're getting the winter vibes with it on the nose. So the wrong timing. Why have they sent it out now? I don't know, but it was about a couple of months ago. But it smells nice. I like that biscuity thing on the nose. It does smell nice. So let's stop talking. I'll get a bit more in there. Give it a topperoonie, see what we get. Yeah, it's keeping its head. That's nice. It's nice. It's a nice looking beer. So let's dive in on the old Outlier Cartel Apricity Wiezen Doppelbock, 5.2%. Let's give it a go. Cheers. Let's go in again. Body initially I thought was really good. I don't really think it's bad, but it's not as good as I was expecting, or not as good as what the first mouthful. I sort of took a mouthful and I thought, hang on, that's a really, really good body. It's not quite as good as what I thought, but that said, it's not a bad body. A bit fizzy, quite spiky sort of carbonation. You know, is that too much Wiezen Doppelbock? You sort of associate Wiezens to be quite sprightly, shall we say. Obviously with the light sort of body on it as well, you're probably going to feel it. Quite smooth as you drink it, and then when the carbonation kicks in, like I say, it is quite sprightly. I wouldn't necessarily say it ruins a mouthfeel, but it sort of turns a mouthfeel from when you're drinking it nice and smooth to a little bit rough on the back end, and which is slightly disappointing, I would say. On the taste, rich, malty, spicy. You definitely get that speculoos or speculoos, that biscuity, cakey thing in there. That's the really nice side of it as it happens. I'm not sure I really sort of get the Wiezen side of it. I get a rich malty beer with that lovely sort of biscuity sort of thing, I would say, is going on. A nice spiciness to it. Christmassy. It's almost Christmassy. It's hard to really pull out the Wiezen side of it. It's probably there lingering. It's probably the more subtle notes in the background, I would say. Like I say, it's a big sort of malty number with that biscuity sort of thing going on. I think that's the main thing that you pick up. Excuse me. As you can tell, the carbonation is there. 5.2%. I think that feels spot on really for that sort of ABV. It's nice. It's nice. I'm kind of a little bit lost for words. I wouldn't say it's not a massive amount of different stuff going on in it, but what is there is pleasant. It's probably one of the sort of better beers I've had out of the Beer 52 thing, but at the same time, it's no wowcher moment, if you know what I mean. A nice solid beer without that wow moment, really. £3, £3.50. Yeah, it's too expensive, isn't it? Really, I think, you know, for a 330ml, £3, £3.50, 5.2% beer, you know, for something that's not a wow moment, I would say that's overpriced. But it is a decent solid beer. It's a nice beer. I'm loving that sort of spicy sort of thing going on in it. So yeah, I'm going to give it a thumbs up just for that, without being a wow beer. Really drinkable as well, easy to drink. And that's where the downside is really with the cost. £3 to £3.50 for a 330ml. With that being really drinkable, that makes it bloody expensive to buy. So Outliers Cartel on their Apricity, or Apricity, however you want to say it, Wiezen Doppelbock, 5.2% Doppelbock, come on. Yeah, still nice beer though. Overpriced, I think, but still a pleasant beer. So yeah, if you've had it before, let me know your thoughts on it. If you see it and you're part of this subscription company, I think, first of all, I think you're bonkers, but that is your choice. If you see it, I think it's a decent beer and it's worth giving a go. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you all for watching. Quite quick for me. I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.